Oh my K-pop. Hello everyone, this is Samuel Seo, and today I'm at Jumba's Music Group, which is a very famous Korean music entertainment label, everything pretty much, to meet a very talented singer-songwriter, producer, lyricist. I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna lead the next generation K-pop. So, I know you guys are all curious who we're gonna meet today. So stay tuned to All My K-pop for more.
마지막 입맞춤은 오늘은 아닌 거야. 다시 또 묻고 또 묻지만 찬바람이 불어서 찬비가 내려와서 그냥 오늘은 아닌 거야. 가지마 그냥 내게서 떠나지마. 이게 마지막 부탁인 거야. 말해줘 사랑을 쉽게 버리는 법. 이게 마지막 내 부탁인 거야.
When you find an artist who plays good music, you think, what kind of experiences did this person walk through? How could he make such a great music? Like these thoughts, we are curious about this person's storyline. As a singer-songwriter, he will lead the future of K-pop. For today, let's look into the world of Nive's K-pop. So, hello Nive, 안녕하세요. So I came
안녕하세요.
directly to your label here. It looks amazing. I mean, behind the cameras, there are a whole different beautiful decoration around this office. So, can you introduce us a little bit about this place and yourself, please?
Right. Hello. I'm Nive. I am a producer and a singer-songwriter, aka Jisoo Park, and I write songs to express myself and express others.
Great. So, what do you usually do when you're here?
Really, just work. I mean, I'm a workaholic, so whenever I come here, I film. Like, have you seen the In the Lab video where I talk about stuff that I wrote or have written? So yeah, I just work.
Just work.
Yeah. I was thinking like, what do I do when I come here? Eat,
Yeah.
take,
That's a mandatory thing to live as a human being, right?
eat, and just work. I mean, we have two
eat,
studios here, so.
Today, it will be really nice. So if you can share the story of your beginning, present, and future with K-pop, which Nive makes and sings. First of all, let's talk about your name, Nive, of course. You are working under the name of Jisoo Park as a producer and a different name, Nive, as a singer-songwriter. So I wonder about your reason behind using different names.
Well, I mean, Nive it means being cool without having to say cool. And I could totally relate to that. But then, so originally it's supposed to sound as naive. And I thought it sounded a little too close to naive.
Right.
And I didn't want to sound like that. So I was like, let's either go with Nive or Nive. And Nive sounded a little too tried. So we're like,
It kind of sounds like soap brand,
yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
Nive.
Or like, like French River.
Right.
So we decided to go with Nive. So that's my stage name. That's my artist name.
Right.
Jisoo Park is my birth name, given by my parents. And I was a little traumatized to use that name.
Really?
When I was young, I went to elementary school in Korea. And, we were young. And then people would make fun of me, my name. Like, it sounds a little like girlish, like Jisoo. And I was like, I got so insecure about this. So it's been, I think, 20 years that I kind of hid behind the name Brian Park.
Right, you did.
And when I was just about to debut as a writer with Beautiful Goodbye by Chen, I was given the opportunity to set my writer's name. And we were all thinking that, we should go with Nive. And I thought, this is probably the moment of me
choosing between
between Jesus Park or Nive. And I really wanted to show who I am in general, so I decided to use that name as a writer's name.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the story.
Many were curious about how this person started music, so let's take back to your history. There.
Well, I never thought that I would become the artist like that who expresses his feelings in front of so many people. First of all, I was very insecure person, like very insecure child since I was young, and I loved music, but then I didn't really see myself becoming a like known musician to some people. I started clarinet first,
Right.
when I was in 5th grade, and I think the path just led me to become the person I am now. I think it really has to do with my life as well. I think for me, I put my personal experiences in music in general. So for me, it's like writing a diary, like writing songs.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, if I write my diary and then share that with so many people, would they accept me for being who I am? That was my biggest concern before I became the artist. And I think I'm in the process of experiencing that, oh, maybe it's okay for me to continue with this journey.
Right.
So yeah, it's
So
like
started
ongoing,
off
so.
as a clarinet player when he was around 12?
12, yeah.
12 to?
So till like, my major is classical clarinet, so I think, well, I'm still playing clarinet, I participated in a show called Begin Again, and I play clarinet there too.
Right. Okay, this is weird, but everything has its first moment, so we talked about it. So in an artist's life, there's a stage change from life to make music for yourself to life to start playing your music for others. So when was your first time playing your music to others?
The first time, I think, last April was my first time to give my song to somebody else. And that was Beautiful Goodbye. So that's my first time writing a song for others. Yeah.
So that was your first time writing for others, but how about playing your song to the other?
That
must have gone way back.
Way back. I mean, 13 years ago to my parents.
Ooh, what did they say?
They said, oh, it's pretty cool. And they were very picky too. So I thought, oh yeah, then maybe I should just continue with that. And yeah, there were some criticizing moments.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but still, the first moment actually matters because when it comes to Korean parents, most of them would show their child the reaction that no, music is not good for your future. You gotta go back to doing your studies and stuff. But to be able to be that cool to their child, like yourself and your parents, that's an amazing thing. And I think your parents are really good.
I think one thing that I'm very grateful and thankful for is, and the reason that I'm still doing this is because of my parents too.
Ooh.
They're very open to whatever decisions that I make in my life, and whether that may seem like bad or good. So they were very supportive with that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. And let's talk about the little moment when you were active as Brian Park. So you made your face known through a TV audition program called Superstar K6 as Brian Park first. So about the event, I heard that you had to take a leave of absence to be on the show. And later you said, it was the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. So could I ask you why that was your best decision?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was going to conservatory school at that time, and my major was classical clarinet. And after going to the school for a year, I found out that I love pursuing my goal as a clarinetist. But then at the same time, I think that was my time to really decide whether if I want to experience a little more other than classical music at that time. Because I thought if I stayed there for a few more years, then I might losing my chances of pursuing other
Right.
things. So I just wanted to do busking, play guitar and sing. So different things than just playing clarinet. So I went to the office manager desk, and I remember telling her, I think I'm gonna apply for a leave of absence. And I remember they were like, are you serious about that? Because at that time, they only picked one clarinetist in 2012, and there was like, I was on wait list, but then I got in as the only clarinetist of that year. So one person mattered at that time, and then that person saying that, okay, I'm gonna leave for a year. They're like, you shouldn't do that. But then I really wanted to do it, and I asked my parents about it, and they were like, well, whatever you wanna pursue.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's so that's the moment that they really supported me in that. So I made the decision, and I started uploading my covers on YouTube and just doing stuff. And I was notified that there was a audition program going on in Korea, and that was Super K. I didn't know that it was that serious. I thought that was like local TV show program, but then turned out to be that it's like
That was huge, right?
like national national level. And before I realized, I was on TV and I'm just like singing stuff live. And since then, people got to know me, and I got so many opportunities to meet great people, great opportunities, and room for me to grow. So that's why I'm saying that it's like best decision.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. Looking at your list of songs, there are 17 songs this year, including songs sung by Nive himself and songs you gave to others as well. I think there must be a lot of songs that you keep to yourself besides the released songs. So what is your own work routine or methods?
Getting used to the cycle of writing stuff and continue to be creative. So keep that energy is my number one thing that I try to keep it going. For example, writing songs can be very hard sometimes. For me, when I write about things, I write about myself, but then when I'm writing for the others, I think in their shoe.
Right.
And I try to understand their nature too, and just keep on writing, and then you never know who's gonna take the song as well. So having all the thoughts and worries and just keep on going could be very tough.
Right.
So trying to have the healthy mentality, I think is number one thing that I try to keep, so that I work healthy, wake up healthy, go to sleep healthy.
So you don't do anything bad to like hurt your health status?
Well, I mean, I
Do you even drink? Like, I mean, I'm pretty
yeah, I
sure
was
you
gonna
don't
say,
drink, right?
Is drinking beer harmful? I mean, hey, it's all psychological thing in my own opinion.
And it's all about releasing stresses, right? So,
yeah. I mean, for example, let's say that you really love to drink beer, but then you can't have it, and you're psychologically damaged.
Right.
That could hurt yourself too. So, all depends on.
That's a cool answer.
I'm just justifying myself.
So when we look at the songs of Nive or the songs that he participated in, his lyrics always draw attention. In particular, it's amazing how Nive came up with this Korean title like 4월이 지나면 우리 헤어져요, which means let's break up after April. And the official title of English is Beautiful Goodbye by Chen of EXO. This was your first participated song under your producer named Jisoo Park. So in your opinion, where do you think the roots of all your emotions begin?
Oh, wow, that's a long question.
All right, then let's make it a little more simple.
Yeah.
Where did this phrase, let's break up after April, came from?
Well, honestly, back then, I remember I was weighing between
Mhm.
4월이 지나면
Mhm.
and 4월이 지나면 우리 헤어져요.
Mm.
Should I go simple way or should I just write
More of a
like
sentence-ish.
sentence-ish? And at the time, I liked it that way. I had different opinions given at me. They were like, if it's on the Melon
Mhm.
chart or Melon like released
Mhm.
song, then the title of the song would be too long.
Mhm.
So it could get cut, cut by like the system.
Mhm.
So maybe you should go with 사월이 지나면. But then the song was speaking to me. It felt like as if, no, you have to name it as like 사월이 지나면 우리 헤어져요. And I thought like there was no better, how should I put it? There was no better sentence that could express the song than 사월이 지나면 우리 헤어져요. So I made my call saying that nah, we should go with this name no matter what. So that's how it happened.
Well, let's move on. This year's K-pop set a historic record, especially your song, Blue and Gray, song by BTS, ranked in numerous music charts around the world. And first, I would really like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So for this year, I wonder what kind of musics have stimulated Nive in a good way. Which songs are your 2020 KPop S3?
Well, I listen to a lot of songs and that kind of question is very challenging for me. So I'm going to segmentize it into 3 sections. So I'm going to segmentize it first, opportunity. A song that gave me a good opportunity would be Blue and Gray. It's the song that really gave me a lot of opportunities and then opened up a lot of, path for me as a producer and a writer. And second of all, I segmentize it as a mood-wise. Something that sets my mood right these days could be 가을밤에 든 생각 by 잔나비. So a thought on an autumn night. It's a song that you can listen to it. It talks about fall night, but you can listen to it in a wintry night, you can listen to it on a summer night, and then it will give you that specific mood where you just want to relax or you just want to fall in love with somebody else. So mood-wise, I think I'll choose that song. And third segmentized one would be a lyrically speaking song. It's called Freak. That was appeared on Show Me the Money 9. So it was, I think, sung by, who was it? Lil Boy, Weinstein, Chilling Homie, Sky Minhyuk. And it just talks about maybe I'm not good enough. People say that I'm not good enough, that I'm freak. But, I was alone. But it really, by speaking that, you are saying that, but I'll keep on going. So it talks about hope as well. So that spoke to me because I felt the same way and I could 100% relate to that. So yeah, that's why I chose those 3 songs.
Okay, thank you for the detailed answer. That's probably the most detailed answer we've got so far on this segment. Not saying that others were bad though. So, you once talked about your world of music. You said, I want to pursue new music through combining various genres together rather than being limited to one genre only. What are some new styles that you are trying out these days?
It will always have pop genre as a fundamental genre that I'm going to pursue. So I'm pursuing this genre called hybrid pop. We really just came up with. And really it means that I really think that music, all of the genres, all the mixture of like recycled genres of like retro or classical music or jazz, you're just slightly combining those together. But for me, I am intentionally mixing specific genre with the pop elements. So next thing that I'm gonna be trying would be maybe mixing classical music with pop. So I think that's my next genre that I'm gonna go with. So I'm just gonna like mix it.
All right, so the next question is, I think we've talked about this today over and over again, but if you have to put it in one sentence, what is a special philosophy for Nive in terms of music?
Comfort?
Comfort.
Yeah, and healing.
That's short and strong. Comfort and what was it?
Healing.
Healing, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So we're down to the last question already. So there are only a few days left in 2020, of course, as a future leader of K-pop. Because we seriously believe you are gonna lead the future K-pop, like no joke. So anyways, what is your goal for 2021?
I understand the urge of trying to do something new, trying to achieve more and more as years pass. I know that we all have the passion to
Evolve. Right?
evolve and then be better. But I think for me, staying as who you are and being able to keep on being who you are and then keep on going is also as hard as trying to evolve as a person. So I think 2021, because 2020 has been a huge year for me personally, and I could tell that I lived from here to like maybe here. So I thought that it would be very greedy of me to say that, oh, I'm here, so I'm gonna achieve more and more and more. But then I will personally have my time to really dig deeper into myself and then really learn more about who I really am and spend more time on that, and then being able to express myself a little more to the fans and then people who love me, who care for me. So I think just, and also stay healthy, as I mentioned before, mentally healthy.
I mean, this guy's mentally mature. I thought I was talking to a philosopher or something. I mean, most musicians, I mean, it's not limited to musicians. I say most people. There's a saying in Korean that 물 들어올 때 노져라. There's this saying, it means, how do you put this in English? Like if your works are keep growing, so you should dream bigger or aim bigger to achieve more. It's more of a greedy way to... how do you say that in English?
Like for me, though, like when you say like 물 들어올 때 노젓는다, like you raw when water's coming in, you raw harder. Me, I personally think that 노를 너무 빨리 저으면 빨리 지친다.
Right. Or it will sink, right?
Yeah, if you roll too hard, if you like tense your body too much because the water is there, I think water is gonna be always there.
Right.
So I think the purpose of rowing is that you have to be able to sail, right? So you have to learn how to row first, because it's probably your first time of like water coming in. So you don't wanna drown.
Rush too hard, right?
Yeah. So it's like if you wanna enjoy that moment, yeah, you should really enjoy it because.
I know, I'm guessing probably everyone who's watching this segment would think, how old is this guy? Like, how old is this guy? What, this guy like 40 or 50 or something? No, everyone, he is 26 international age, right?
20, 28, 27, 27?
Oh yeah, 27, yeah. Anyways, that means he's still young, but mentally mature. More mature than most of the human beings, I said. Well, anyways, thank you for sharing your goal of 2021 or
that's my goal. I mean, just
or maybe let's say a blueprint of 2021.
Yeah. Blueprint. Yeah. Well, making more songs and then being able to release continuously would be, that. I know it's so vague, but yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your blueprint of 2021 with us. Guys, if you want to know more about Nive, then you should go search on web his name. It's Nive, N-I-V-E, with a capitalized I between N and V. You'll see a lot more information related to him. Thank you so much for sparing your time with us. Your precious time with us, I say. How was this little interview today?
I'm very thankful that to have talked with you, and you're very, very welcoming and a warm-hearted person, and I am grateful for making me feel comfortable. And it was really fun talking with you, you know, and I hope to do this more often, like on the camera or on
Off camera,
yeah, off camera, yeah. So yeah, thank you. I'm very grateful.
I'm definitely getting this guy's number today. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone. We had Nive today with us, and this is Oh My K-pop.